Merry Christmas. It is Christmas Day on the East Coast.
Yes.
We're still, it's not on the, what's that, Mountain Time, still waiting on it. And
Yes.
what is it? Except for the people in Denver and LA and
All the Central Time and
Central,
yep. So Merry Christmas, everybody, for those who
East
are on the
Coast.
East
Yeah.
Coast, and the one half time zone away from us in the for
Yeah.
those who are in the far eastern Canada, who's an hour ahead of us.
What's up, Bryson? How you doing?
What's going on,
So,
Bryson?
Chef Jew. Anyway, I got my coquito
Chef
right
Drew in
here.
the building.
I got the
Yeah, I will
coquito as
be
always.
joining with mine later on. I will be drinking mine a little later because I'm not off the clock, so I can't.
Hey man, listen.
Won't be able to partake in it.
Hey, listen. Ain't no more fun than drinking on the job. You know. So what? The packages will be a little messed up, but they still get it.
No.
No. We here at the Finn's tailgate in Insomnia do not encourage you to drink and drive. Please drink responsibly.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Handle it responsibly.
Just like your cryptocurrency, do it responsibly.
You're responsible.
Don't take advice from a girl who spit on that thing.
Right. Exactly. And that's not named after your quarterback.
Yeah, man. This is definitely some good coquito. What's going on, EM Color? Hope y'all doing all right.
Coquito.
Hey man, listen. After we do the pick'ems, we'll drop the link, and y'all we could chop it up, man. But hey, I hope everybody's having a good Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Yeah.
And listen, when we come back, we'll do our pick'ems, man. We only got what, 2 more after this? Or this? Yeah, 1 more after this. Yeah, one more after this, and then we got the playoffs.
You have the New Year's, then the playoffs. Yep.
Yeah. So hang tight, man. We'll be back right after this. All right, man.
Have a holly jolly
Merry
Christmas.
So
Best time of the year. Go ahead.
yeah, it's what's that? He said something about a camel toe, right?
Yeah. I don't know about the camel toes, but holly jolly Christmas this year.
All right, so now we got that out the way. I tell you what, right out the gate, we have the Dubby Energy Game of the Week. You know, that's my favorite Calio cream. You know, stay hydrated working out, playing video games, whatever you doing, man.
No,
Get focused,
he was
concentration.
wondering.
Huh?
No, Chef Drew was wondering if I was gonna come up with. I was gonna call myself eventually Chung Lee and Fei Long. Well, Fei Long was the Bruce Lee like character, so Fei
Yeah.
Long is coming. I don't know about Chung Lee and Cammy.
Cammy, yeah. So far, you've done Vega. I think what was the last one?
Dawson. The last
Dawson
one
was
you
the
mean?
last one. Yeah, you did. Then you
Yeah,
did Gaio before that one.
yeah, I did Guile. Yeah, I
Yeah, so
did
you still
Guile.
got Ken, Ryu.
Yeah, I still got them two, and Honda, and I did Zangief already,
Mm-hmm.
and
So
Ken
yeah,
Ryo. Yeah, and Guy, Guile's brother, Charlie,
and Brian
uh,
Flores. No,
Brian Flores. Yeah, he's a Street Fighter, man. Flores with Avatar would be with the wife beater and the flip floppers and the ripped shirt, the ripped baggy pants.
so
Yeah.
we do have the W Gain energy drink, and right out the gate, it's the Netflix game. Hopefully, the Netflix game isn't like the Mike Tyson fight. Please don't let it be like that. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, Christmas games. You gotta love it, Shake.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Christmas doubleheader in football,
Yeah,
quintuple header in basketball. For those who's keeping track of basketball, I just want to put that out there that since EM is in the chat,
yeah.
that Drummond, um, he put Wimby on his ass last night. So I just want to put that out there. Wimby
Yo,
was put on
Sean,
his
what's
ass
going on,
by
Sean? Merry
by
Christmas, EM.
Andre
Adam
Drummond.
Sadowski.
Andre Drummond put Wimby on his ass last night.
Thomas Jensen, long time no see. What's going on, Thomas Jensen?
Yeah, what's going on, Thomas? Sean?
Yeah. So we have we have the Chiefs at the Steelers. Kansas City is favored by 2.5 points. Total is 43.5. It's in Pittsburgh.
He said EM said that's Cap Shake Money. He called you. He
Merry
said what you
Christmas,
said is
Grumpy.
Cap.
By the way, even
He's
though it's not Grumpy, it's not. It's in Houston. It's still not. It's not. Still not Christmas in Texas. Not yet.
he said it's Cap. He said that's Cap Shake.
Yeah. What's that?
He said what you said. He
No,
put
he
it in the
talking about
chat.
what you talking about. Well, Wimbyamba. Quit talking about you, Wimbyamba.
When we got put on his ass by last night in Philly. Joel Embiid and company and Drummond, Andre Drummond.
Yeah. So we have. With that being said, who do you got? Steelers or Chiefs?
I
Why don't
got
you
the
go
Chiefs
first?
wrapping up the conference with the
Yeah.
victory, and this will enable Andy Reid to sit Patrick for almost a month. Because remember, the last game of the season would be totally meaningless. So they
Mm-hmm.
count that game. Then you count the bye week. So you're looking at all the way until January 19th, will he play another football game? Because
Mm-hmm.
he's banged up. Remember, he's injured. So they
Yeah.
want him to get the maximum amount of rest as possible. So they're going to try to
But
get it
isn't that
wrapped
like
up
a double-edged sword
Christmas.
because that might rust him out a little bit?
No, because he'd be healing. He'd be back. He'd be fresh and brand new. I don't think it rusts out. I think the rust only really work with people that's already healthy, not people that's healing
Okay.
from an injury. Only for people that's healthy, that's sitting around and they staying little, but people just recovering, like Mahomes with his ankle and his being dinged up a bit. I think that helps him. That extended rest versus hurt him
Okay.
because he's
Fair
not
enough.
healthy.
I'm going because the fan of the Homer Dolphin fan in me. See this guy right here? Wants the Kansas City Chiefs to win. Because like what you said, if they win, and it gives Kansas City something to play for week 17, the last week. You know what I'm saying?
If they lose.
Yeah.
But that all depends on if the Jets pull off an upset.
Yeah.
Well, if the Jets win, then they don't have to worry about it. Then that'll just clinch it.
Mm.
You know, if the Jets win, you know, then that means they'll sit them anyways because they will clinch it.
Yeah.
You know.
So, but no, realistically, look, I think the refs have been. Hey, Jess, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Shelby
Jess.
Jordan, what's up? No, I think. Look, let's be real.
No,
I think
Grumpy,
Kansas City will do it.
F you, Grumpy. Grumpy, I'm gonna get my trash compactor and I'm come scooping you up, Grumpy.
Like I said, look, let's go through these games because I see color in the back. I want to bring him up here, but I want to go through these games first, and then we'll open up the panel. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, let's
So
go through the
please
games.
give us a little.
And I'll be punching out in 14 minutes, Shake, and I'll be running around the city testing out DC chargers for my new, you know.
Oh yeah.
I told you I went fully electric. All right. What's the next one?
All right. The next one is the Ravens and Texans.
Ravens.
That's another good game. I tell you what, Netflix got two good games. You know, on that they didn't get two duds. And Color says, give me if you get 3.5, I'll take it. But yeah, right now they got the Chiefs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. 2.5 favorites. At least on ESPN. I don't know. Maybe DraftKings. Maybe something else.
Can they pull out another one, nail biter? Which they will. They've been doing it all season.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Chiefs in the nail biter. I mean, not the Chiefs. The Ravens in the nail, and a good one, hard fought match.
Yeah, man. Listen, hey man, we got 46 people with insomnia. Hey, what's going on? Shelby, Sheba Army Brent. Next one, man, it's gonna. I think the Ravens are gonna pull this one off. I think the Texans are gonna be on a little skid here, but I think they're still gonna win.
Yeah, they will be.
But it doesn't matter. I think they're gonna win the
They
NFC
don't matter.
South
They're
either.
locked in. Exactly. They clinched. They stuck in the 4th spot. So technically, if they were smart, I'll be sitting a bunch of starters out of these next 2 games because they can now go up or down. They're permanently etched into the 4 seed.
Yeah.
So they sitting in a pilot seat, you know, as far as who to rest, who to have minute restrictions on.
Yeah.
Because they're permanently etched into the 4 seed.
Yeah, because the Ravens and Steelers are fighting for that first spot. They're fighting for that number 1 spot. They're at least their division.
Right. But the Texans, they ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah, they're etched in that 4th, like you said, that 4th spot.
Yep, they're
Tony
etched into the 4 seed.
Merry Christmas, Tony.
Who's that? Who's Tony's? Is that the guy from the Blitz pickup?
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm trying to see if I heard of him. Trying to see if, you know, got to pull out my Rolodex. See if I heard of this guy. I got it written down somewhere, Shake. Think I might know him.
Apparently, EM doesn't know him either.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're trying to figure this out, man.
By the way, next week, this time next week, we're going to be doing our New Year's special. So y'all tune into that, man. Listen, man, we doing big things over here in the Blitz pickup. Not Blitz pickup, in the Insomnia game, baby.
Yeah.
They're doing over there. They're doing things in the Blitz pickup as well.
Yeah. They're coming along over there, man.
Yeah.
I heard they got a special guest to bring up the ratings over there. They're gonna have this guy named Peace Takes over there. You know.
Yeah. By the way, Sheba Armor
He's
Bread,
gonna be
I
on there.
agree. We're not playing on Christmas, so they ruined our Christmas last year. So fuck it. Why ruin our Christmas this year?
Yeah. That's right. I'm glad we're not on Christmas.
Yeah,
We're
they
gonna be
ruined the
on
2
Halloween
Christmases.
next year,
What
though.
the hell? 2.
No, we're gonna be playing on Halloween next year.
By the way,
I
my
think.
mother-in-law gave me 2.
We're gonna be playing Carolina.
My mother-in-law gave me 2 for Christmas. She gave me 2 Lambeau Field coasters. I guess that was a way to remind me. Huh?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Your in-laws are from the state of Wisconsin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least half of them, like the mom's side.
Yeah, the mom's side. Yeah, the dad is from Illinois.
Right. Is it from the town from Roseanne Barr?
Yeah, from your neck of the woods. He's a big. By the way, my
Outside
father-in-law
of
is a big.
Rockford.
So just FYI, my father-in-law is a big Cubs fan.
Yeah. He's got good taste, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the winning gene, man.
So anyway, listen. I got the Ravens. You got the Ravens too?
Yeah, I got the Ravens to handle this one pretty good to get him closer to that division title. Lamar put up MVP-like numbers to get some distance between him and Josh Allen. Because it seemed like the league just wants Josh Allen to have it. Because in every way, shape, or form, Lamar's beating them statistically.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just the wins and losses is what's keeping them.
You think
back.
you would you say that CJ Stroud is having like a sophomore slump?
A mini, but not a drastic slump. It's more like, okay, he's got 21 touchdowns, 11 interceptions or something like that, or 9 or 10, something like that. So he's 5 off his number from last year as far as his interceptions. The interceptions are up, but the touchdowns are pretty much on pace because if he throws another 2 touchdowns, he would surpass his touchdown totals from last year.
Mm.
So it's the interception number that's gotten him in that slump. You know, even though he has the same amount of people at his disposal that he did last year with the injuries at the wide receivers, but he managed to. His decision making was a little better last year because he protected the football. But the touchdowns are right around the same range, on pace to be right around the same.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, they can rest him now. They could and try to get those receivers healthy. If I was D'Amico Ryans, I rest. I'll put in my second string guys in there.
We got the Seahawks taking on the Bears. There's no need to spend time with this one. I think the Bears are trying
Bears for the upset.
No, I think the Bears are trying to get a draft
pick. I think the Bears are trying to get that. They're trying to. It's the Hunter sweepstakes.
Yeah.
Everybody that's not getting a quarterback is going out the Hunter. That's basically the way the draft is going.
By the way, Hunter was one of my favorite shows on the Saturday night lineup. With Rick Hunter with Fred Dreyer.
T.J. Hunter?
No, Hunter. Rick Hunter. It was Fred Dreyer. He used to be the defensive end for the Rams.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But yeah, I got the Seahawks. You got the Bears, though, right?
I'm leaning Seahawks because the Bears they jockeying for that position now to be in the top 5 or top 3 actually, because we know the top 2 quarterbacks gonna be head up. So whoever's got number 3, they're in the sweet spot. Or 1 through 3.
All right, we have the Broncos. We have the Chargers taking on the Patriots. I don't think we need a Justin Herbert finally gets to rest easy because I tell you what, his worst games were against Bill Belichick.
Right, he don't have to worry about that no more.
Because the way Bill Belichick used to eat his lunch money, bro.
Yeah, The ball hawking corners, press on the outside, and force him into mistakes. Since he's made the least amount of mistakes as far as, I guess, turnovers, that should be enough to get him past the Patriots. And the Patriots stay at, I think they're number 2 pick. I think they're number 2 now. I'll check. Number 2 or 3. Them in Tennessee. Tennessee is 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're looking for weapons to help Drake May, even though he's been playing kind of good. But obviously, they're in the Hunter sweepstakes too, because obviously they're not drafting a quarterback. Because if he played corner for them and be a two-way player, that's transformable. They can easily become a 7-8 win team right out the gate next year.
Yep.
So they don't want to slide no lower than 3. Especially if it's another team ahead of them in the Hunter sweepstakes. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I expect the Patriots to beat New England and roll over in this one.
So now speaking of Chef Jew is in the building, right? You know what time it is, right?
Yep. Chef.
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party, office party, etc. with welcome watering meals and desserts? Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also, reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Juice Catering. Chef Juice Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
So
shout out to Chef Jew.
Shout out to Chef
and
Jew.
Sal
man.
is coming in. Our local Bills guy that come in and harass us from time to time. So Sal is in the chat.
Hell, shout out
Merry
to
Christmas,
Sal.
man. Utah Carols.
Yeah, it is the Denver Broncos taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. They are also they're in the 10th spot.
Away.
They're in the hunt as well.
They're in the hunt, yeah. This is gonna be probably the game of the week. Interesting. It's the second header of the Saturday matchups, which is crucial for Miami's prospects because if this outcome goes against us, we would know our fate before we even kick off by the end of this game. That's if, the Chargers take care of business. So this game,
Bengals is one of those teams. If they get hot, you don't want to see them in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So if Denver wins, that closes off all playoff avenues for everybody, and it'll just be a matter of seeding for the final weekend of the season. Because that means all 7 teams would have clinched. So, and that being said, I'm sure Sean Payton, obviously they know this because they know if they win and they're in, they just need 1 win.
Right now, Cincinnati is favored by 3.5 points.
Right, they're home, and they're the home team, given the home team I was given, so they still respect Denver. They still respecting Denver.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the home team. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati on this one.
I'm going for the upset. I'm going for Denver.
Okay.
I got Sean Payton clinching his playoff berth for his Broncos after losing to us 70-20 and revenging his season.
Oh yeah, man, he would love to definitely see us next year. Because I'm hoping the Denver Broncos.
We play the West,
I'm hoping the Denver Broncos.
I think we play the whole division next year, don't we, Shake?
Yeah, even Sal agrees Cincinnati could be dangerous, but yeah, I'm hoping that Broncos finish in second. So we could play them. We're gonna play them in 2 years. Next year we're playing the North.
Yeah,
Then
so that
after that,
means
we're
the
playing the rest.
last weekend. If you want them to finish second, they would have to win out, and San Diego will have to lose their. I mean,
Yeah.
the Chargers have to lose that last game
Mm-hmm. So
for them to jump ahead into the 6 and the Chargers slide
that
to
way I
7.
could go to Denver next year.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
And then me and my wife could come to me and my wife would go to Denver. She could hang out with her sister and I'll go to the ball game. That simple.
Right.
So I got the Bengals. Who you got? You got the Broncos. Okay, let's move on
Yeah,
to
I
the
got
next
that
one.
upset for the Broncos.
We got the NFC West showdown. We have the Cardinals taking on the Rams. Rams started off last. Now they pushed themselves into the first place at 9-6. Cardinals could have did it, man. You almost got your prediction right this year.
I know they bombed out on that the 2 weeks before then, man. I almost had it, man.
But hey, man, listen, they got a bright future.
I got
with
Atlanta
Marvin
still
Harrison
in it,
Jr.
though. But see, one of my picks is still alive. I picked Atlanta to win the division, too.
Yeah,
so
that's
they're
true.
still alive.
But yeah, man, listen, we're gonna after the season's done, we're gonna revisit that episode.
Right.
Those 2 episodes. But I
Yep.
am definitely I'm
So my
definitely
Cardinals are died, and Atlanta's still alive.
Yeah, the Rams are ascending. They're ascending, and I'm gonna have to go with the Rams on this one.
Yes.
You too?
I'll say since the Cardinals are out, I'm going with the Rams because the Rams are they win. They're winning an end scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Teams that's one win and in, I think they all get it done this weekend.
We got Battle of New York. The Jets taking on the Bills. The only difference is the Buffalo Bills is the only team that actually plays in the state of New York.
That's right. And they play in Skidmark Stadium.
Yeah,
I was at Skidmark Stadium. I was at Skidmark Stadium earlier this year. Well, about a month or so ago.
How was Skid? Were there a lot of Canadians there in Skidmark Stadium?
Yeah, there was guys from London in there.
Damn, hey, fish and chips and all that good shit, huh?
Yeah, Canadians was there. People coming in from Texas. Man, they was coming in from everywhere, man. Skidmark Stadium, man. Yeah. Michael Kate disappeared.
I'm not gonna waste any time. Hey, listen, you know what's funny? I had one of my coworkers, one of the workers people I work with is a Jets fan. I said, "Watch this. Not only is Aaron Rodgers gonna screw you out the playoffs, but he's gonna screw you out a good draft pick."
Yep.
He'll probably win the next 2 games.
He win the next 2 games to screw.
Huh?
Right. I think so too, Shake.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but either way, I'm going for Buffalo, man. Listen, my money says Buffalo. I can't.
You're not going for the upset?
Yeah.
I got
Jets dirty mofos. It's gonna be ugly. Sal predicts.
I got the Jets in an upset, Shake.
You got Jets. You got the up. This is your upset special.
It's my upset special.
Hey man, listen. From your lips to God's ears. I'm down for
it. Jets go crashing in Buffalo. Hey, I think they can do it. They lost by 3 first time.
Yeah, Bills at home. What's up, Grumpy? That's my man, Grumpy. All right.
Grumpy, what do you do with all those glizzies on the grill?
Well, man, we got another dog.
Like
we got listen. We got the bottom of the South. And I'm not talking about Homestead. We got Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's a dog game if I've ever heard. Tennessee is favored by 1 point.
You want to talk about the bowl? The bowl. That's the Hunter Bowl right there.
No, they
Jacksonville
so.
definitely
Hey,
gonna
listen,
get
man,
another
these
wide
teams are so fucking low. They gotta look up to see the fucking ground, dog.
receiver.
Damn.
Everybody projected Jacksonville for come back and compete for the South.
Hmm.
The minute and how they lost and collapsed us in the opening week, they never even recovered, man.
No.
From that fumble, from ETN's fumble, they still yet to recover from that.
Nope.
And that happened 4 months ago, damn near.
Mm.
That's crazy.
So with that being said, listen, I'm gonna go. I got the Titans.
Oh my God.
Who you got? Titans.
No, I got the I got the Titans. Even though they was trying desperately to mess up their draft position, I don't think Jacksonville and Mac Jones is gonna.
One thing about these last 2 weeks, there's no bye week, so it's gonna be a lot of games to cover.
Yeah.
We have another South battle. We have the Panthers taking on the Bucks. Bucks are given 8 points. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this one. Obviously, it's gonna be Tampa, I think.
Bucks got upset by the Cowgirls. So who the Bucks are playing again?
The Panthers.
No, I'm going with the Panthers.
You got the Panthers? Okay. Hey man, listen, I appreciate
Panthers,
all the picks. I appreciate all your picks because I'm gonna be catching up to you soon.
I got you. I got you. This is my pull away week, Shake.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm giving you a heads up, a preview in the next season. Carolina is this year's Atlanta.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
All right. That's what's up. Hell yeah. We got the Raiders and Saints.
Oh man, given what the Saints, what they put up last night or 2 days ago, goodness, I don't even know if the Saints can recover. Raiders might do it and spoil their position, but I don't know,
I
man.
think it's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
say
the Saints.
the Saints.
Look, Saints.
Yeah.
I think they're this close to getting Sanders. So.
Yeah. Right. So they're not right. They're not gonna ruin it, right? So I think they have a more desire to lose, than the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders have more desire to lose, right? They get Shador.
Folks, we only got a few more games to go through, man. So.
Or you let the Giants or the Titans snatch them up.
Yeah.
Which one?
No, I think Giants are getting Cam Ward.
Right. Huh. Okay.
And which makes sense. He goes from one poverty franchise to another.
No, he goes from the best franchise in history.
He goes from one franchise that's living off the past to another franchise that's living off the past.
Vehicle.
That's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
So we have the we don't need to spend time on this one. Eagles taking on the Cowboys. Philly is given 9.5 points. Dallas is plus.
Shake, hang on 1 second.
Yeah. Plus,
I gotta switch this. I gotta switch the audio.
This is a no-brainer for me. I think crypto. Yeah,
it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. You're gonna get the Cowboys. I'll take the Eagles.
Nope. I'm not doing it. You hear me?
Yeah, I mean, I hear you.
I got the Eagles.
You got the Eagles? I got the Eagles.
Embarrassing loss. They bounced back and they clinched the 3rd seed so they can rest their starters.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be between actually the 2 seed because Minnesota can still win the conference if they win out.
This next game, if you are a Dolphin fan, a Homer Dolphin fan like me, and you have playoff aspirations, this next game is a kick in the nuts. You have the Colts taking on the Giants.
Right. The Giants have no interest in winning.
Yeah.
It is the Colts Giants. Holy moly. Who they starting? DeVito or whoever? Just pick a person off the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pick a person.
Yep. Yeah.
Danny DeVito.
I'm going with the Colts. I'm going with the former Gator, Anthony Richardson.
So if the Giants want to assure that number one seed and pick Cam Ward off the board, or shock the Raiders and pull Shador into New York, they have to be one or two. You know.
Hey, real talk. Look, I know you're a Canes fan, but do you really think Shador is better than? Who do you think is better, Shador or Cam Ward? Obviously, I'm going with Cam Ward.
I
don't care.
Cam is a better processor.
His father's name.
I think Cam is a better processor.
Mm-hmm.
Shador just got to clean up to him holding on the ball, and taking. It could be good in a way if you're not throwing the ball haplessly down the field. I don't mind the sacks, but you don't worry about your completion percentage. Throw that ball away so you can literally see another down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I concur.
So,
and listen, man, if you're average processor in college, you're screwed in the pros.
Right. Exactly.
So, all right. The next game on the docket is we all know who. Speaking of blitz pickup, right? There's a guy named by the name of Lewis, and
oh man, I do remember that name. I do remember him. It's all coming back to me. Yeah, I remember him, Shake. Yeah.
Well, he has a
goes
great
by the
apron.
name Rabbit Dolphin.
Mm-hmm. He has a good.
Yeah, that's right.
Apron.
I remember him.
The Cook and Folk apron. The Cook and Folk game of the week is an NFC North battle with the 11-4 Packers taking on the 13-2 Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota is given 1 point, and
man, whoo, lordy.
This is gonna be a dog
Detroit.
fight.
I tell you what, Detroit might get help. Green Bay is kind of hot in a way, but Minnesota is too. It's kind of like that division, like the best division in football, bar none. That NFC North is basically was like the AFC North of last year.
At least this year it is.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It was like the AFC North of last year. This year they're like that. Where you just have one team at the bottom and the top three. But I think given that Philly had to do, Detroit still had to play that out.
Mm-hmm.
But Detroit, I think they get help from Green Bay.
By the way, shout out to University of South Central.
I think Green Bay edges them out. I'm going to say Green Bay 31, Minnesota 27.
By the way, shout out to South Florida, University of South Florida beating San Jose State 41-49 in overtime.
San Jose State.
By the way, Bo Kemper went to San Jose State.
Good tidings to ABAB and good cheers. Merry
What's
Christmas.
up, ABAB? Merry Christmas.
Good tidings,
So with that being said,
Silver
I got
bells.
Minnesota. I got Minnesota on this one. Minnesota is trying to.
Okay.
I think they're chasing that.
Yeah, they got a target. They get the number 1 seed. Green Bay is almost locked into the 5th seed. I remember I was telling you about I was telling you about the Texans locked in the 4th, and the NFC side, Green Bay is the same. They almost can go no up or down. They're locked literally into the 5th seed. So technically, they can start considering resting guys strategically.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty much locked into the 5th seed. It's like, but especially if they get this win, they're permanently etched into the 5th seed. I think the lowest they can get is 6. But yeah,
All right.
if they win, they will be locked into the 5th seed. It's crazy when you think about it, Shake. Technically, you can have, when you think about it, let's say the Commanders went out. You could have in the NFC the 5th, 6th, and 7th team winning 12 games. The 7th seed in the NFC winning 12 games.
Mm-hmm.
While the 3rd and 4th seed winning 10 games. Could win as low as 10. Like the 3rd and the 4th seed.
All right. So
That's
yeah, we
crazy.
got the Falcons and
right, the Falcons winning the division, right, at 10 wins, right?
mm-hmm.
Because all it takes is them winning and Tampa Bay losing. That
Now you're
punches
saying
the
10
division.
wins. You're saying whatchamacallit, Falcons getting 10 wins, but this brings us to our next game.
Right.
The next game is the Fanatics game of the week. I'm making this one the Sunday night game, the Fanatics game of the week.
New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
Now the Falcons,
Sounds good.
they got a tall task ahead of them. They're taking on the Washington Commanders.
Yep.
2 rookie quarterbacks.
Yep, Penix, the number 8th overall pick, or the 9th overall pick versus the 2nd overall pick. So you got a good one. You got a barn burner.
Washington
you had a real good one.
is giving 4 points on this one.
I'm going with the upset. I'm going with the Falcons pulling it out.
I'm going Washington.
Drake Landon is going to have 4 touchdown receptions.
Mm-hmm. I got Washington. Scary McTerry is going to get Scary Terry is going to get 10 touchdowns and break the record.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, what's not?
Listen. He's going to get 9 receiving, and he's going to throw a touchdown, one himself. He's going to throw one, and he's going to rush for one. No, he's going to receive. Actually, look. Scary Terry is going to get 6 touchdowns. He's going to throw a touchdown pass, right?
Yeah.
He's going to
run one.
He's going to throw a touchdown pass. He's going to do an end around and rush for a touchdown. So 6. He's going to get 6 receiving, a passing touchdown, a rushing touchdown, right? He's going to get a kick return, right? And the last one, he's gonna play defense and get a pick 6. So there you go, bro. 10 touchdowns. Scary Terry.
There you go. Yeah. There you go.
He's gonna get a pick 6.
A pick 6. There you go.
So not only is he's gonna get 10 touchdowns, but he's gonna get like in 4 different ways.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Oh, yeah.
He might steal.
He will be the Joe Mixon of wide receivers.
Definitely, for sure.
All right. We have the Lions taking on the 49ers, and dude, I think whoever
Yeah,
when the schedulers made this, they thought that like, hey, we have the
it was
NFC
going to be very meaningful. Yeah,
NFC South. They thought it was gonna be like a NFC Championship preview again. You know what I'm saying?
preview. Yeah, they thought it was going to be for the conference. Whoever win this game, we're going to be going for the number 1 seed.
Yeah, boy, were they wrong?
Turn out that Minnesota could be playing for them in the final week for the number 1 seed if they win next week. If they lose, then Detroit win the conference.
And by the way,
But yeah,
I'm not whoever took us out of the Sunday night game and put the Falcons and Commanders in this spot. I'm not mad at you. At least you picked a good game to put there.
yeah.
That was a hell of a game. And of course, I definitely got the line. I know I got the lines. You got the 49ers. So let's move on to the next game.
Right.
And of course, we saved the best for last. But hey, before we get to the Finstel Gate of the game of the week, I have a question, important question for you, because I had barbecue for lunch, right? Some
Right.
barbecue chicken with mac and cheese, good shit, right? Let me ask you this: what's worse, getting meat stuck on your teeth or teeth stuck in your meat?
Jesus. That's a question that can't be answered. Oh my God. Oh
Those
man.
are the questions. You know what I'm saying?
Very difficult to tackle that question.
I'm gonna go for the latter because you know what I'm saying, if I get
Teeth stuck in your meat.
it was
Jesus.
just like, oh my god, what? Yeah. And I got some meat stuck in my teeth, and I was like, what's you know?
Right.
I'm like,
Teeth
what's
stuck in your meat.
what's harder?
Jesus.
I'm gonna go with the last one, you know. Because I could
Yes.
just get I could just get a toothpick or dental floss for the other one, you know what I'm saying?
You can.
I'll just live with the irritation, you know, with meat stuck in my teeth and the other one, you know.
For sure.
Yeah.
Trade Tyreek to us, man. Buffalo want Tyreek Hill. What y'all gonna do with him? Nah. I don't know what the Josh Allen is gonna do with Tyreek.
Yeah.
72 undefeated, man. Merry Christmas.
Oh man. Right now.
Coach killer.
So
Man,
right now,
Noodle, coach killer. Jesus.
Miami. Hey, listen, man. Listen. In the cold weather, let's do this real quick. What's the forecast for Cleveland this Sunday? It's gonna be
44.
so it's gonna be
51.
raining.
So it's gonna be rain.
Yeah, it's gonna be 49 degrees at kickoff.
Meaning that as the game progresses, it can be more like cold rain.
Yeah,
So it
it's not.
seems like
It's
seemed
gonna be like
it's
I think it's
Tennessee.
gonna be. I think it's gonna 72 Dolphins. What's going on? 72 undefeated. I think it's gonna be like a Tennessee Titans game.
Right, it's the Tennessee Titans game, yeah. That because it was raining, it was wet that game, and Gesicki tried to outfloor us and say, "Well, you didn't prepare us for the rain." What?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you take any pointers since has it rained in Miami before?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's never rained in Miami. So why do you need somebody to go in Tennessee to prepare you for the rain when you play in Florida?
I know. Listen, it's not like playing in Nevada because you know it rains like crazy in Nevada and New Mexico.
Why should a coach have to run rain drills when you can do it on your own out in freaking just living in the state?
I don't think that nothing is going to prepare you for slippery balls. Pause.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing. God damn it, man! I caught myself. Yeah, nothing's going to prepare you. You know what I'm saying? And so you could wet the ball all you want to, but you know what I'm saying it's hard, you know. It's like not to mention that cold rain, that's gonna be hard too, you know.
Right, which means if it's windy, it is off Lake Erie, so you could have wind, late gust of wind with a slippery ball. So you mean that Tyreek, if he's dropping it in fair conditions, look for a lot of drop balls, batted balls, dying balls, a lot of wounded ducks. You know, it's gonna be a duck fest. I'm gonna call this the Duck Bowl.
Yeah, damn.
There's the Duck Bowl. A lot of wounded ducks gonna be thrown.
But you know me, bro. You know me. I'm not gonna.
Oh God.
You know me. I'm gonna go. Whatchamacallit. I am going the Dolphins. I'm gonna pick the Dolphins as always.
I, at the beginning of the season, picked us to lose this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're gonna be if you knew we were gonna lose this game, why the hell did you go? Damn, you're gonna be wet too.
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna be sitting in the stadium. It's an open air stadium, but I think the part I'm sitting in may be covered. I have to look at the diagram again. I think the whole thing's open air.
Hey, by the way, real quick, I want y'all to know this Saturday night. The whole
stadium's open air stadium.
This Saturday night, we are going to ride with crypto. We're gonna do another 5-hour stream with crypto, driving from Maryland to Cleveland. You know, so join us, and that's gonna be open panel all night long. Y'all come in and join crypto as he goes from Baltimore to Cleveland. Not like Tupac from Cleveland to LA, but we're going to Baltimore to Cleveland. Join us. And yeah, man, I think it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, for sure. Big time. The long drive, 6.5 hours, close to 7. We'll get there. We'll make it there. We'll make it. We're going to be on the road again.
Can't wait to shoot my load again.
We're on the road
and by the way, with that being said, Grumpy, EM, if you're still listening, Merry Christmas to y'all. It is officially Christmas in Texas.
It is Christmas in Texas, so merry to all the people in the Central Time, Chicago, Minnesota, Green Bay, Texas, Western Indiana, Evansville, on down to the Panhandle, because the Panhandle is officially Christmas now.
So Merry Christmas.
That's part of that's in the Central Time, the Panhandle. So yeah.
So, with that being said, hey, listen, everybody. I am dropping the link, and we get to come on up if you want to, and just
Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say,
Rudolph, with your gun so bright, won't you shoot my wife tonight?
And all the others loved him. Had to shout it out with glee. They
Rudolph,
never left.
Poor Rudolph. You'll go down in infamy. It's no. My version is he shoots. Santa wants Rudolph to shoot his wife tonight. Rudolph, with your gun so bright, won't you shoot my wife tonight? Then all the others loved him as they shouted out in glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you will go down in infamy. Never heard that version?
I heard something similar to it. Yeah, I had a lot of different spins on it. Yeah. There's like 100 of them out there. But yeah. Most definitely.
I guess it must be a Florida thing because we love our guns.
Well, then that would be West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Dakota, Montana, Utah. Yeah, that's
actually. I think there's only. I think there's one state that legitimately loves their guns more than we do, and that's Texas.
Right, Texas will be added on that too. The mountain states, the western, definitely the Wild West.
Dude, Texas loves their guns so much they have it as an accessory to their clothes, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I guarantee you, there's some Texans that got guns to match every outfit they're wearing. Or I got a red gun, I got a purple gun, I got a green gun, one for each Air Force Jordans they're wearing. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of things that match, you got the Texas hats and the cowboy hats, the Stetsons, and you got all kinds of cowboy gear, from spurs, boots, and all kinds of leather and saddles.
Yeah,
everything.
all I know is in Texas, you got a bunch of Yosemite Sams running out there. What's up, Color? Merry Christmas.
I saw a lot of that. Yeah.
Merry Christmas, guys. How you doing?
You seen a bunch of Yosemite Sams in Texas, you said?
Well, not me. I've only been to the airport.
No, I'm talking about Color. Crypto. He was in Texas not too long ago.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I saw them all out there, man.
My biscuits are burning.
The high leather boots. Well, the leather boots are good in general because, especially the high leather ones, because you got rattlesnakes all over the place. So you got to be able to get protected from getting bitten, and your ankles getting bit or something. So walking out in the brush. So yeah, it's a good investment to have cowboy boots in Texas, man. It's a good investment.
Can you believe we only have one more week? See, god damn, man.
1 week, man. You going to New York, Jake? You gonna come up to the what do you call that? MetLife takeover?
Hell no.
Now it will be colder in that game. I'm almost certain. It don't even have to snow. It'll just be bitter cold. It'll be like 20 degrees or something like that. 15 degrees with no snow. Wind chill -14. Wind gust 30 miles an hour. I think they had some problems kicking a week ago. Was it last week or the kickers was struggling in that game, in that Ram game. It's gonna be interesting. But yeah, man. 2 years ago, I went to the MetLife thing, but I don't have to go this year because I went to the other 2 road games with Buffalo, New England. Now we can go to the Atlanta game next year and go to the not the Chargers game. We can go to the. I think we play Carolina in Charlotte, so we can go to that game. That's probably gonna be that. Now I'm thinking that will be a primetime Halloween game. They come out like gangbusters. You said you're going to look for houses out there, right, Jake?
Where? Carolina, yeah.
Carolina.
That's where
North
my wife
Carolina, yeah, North, but not South Carolina.
North Carolina, yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I stay away from South Carolina. They got one Waffle House in there. It's pretty good. I like the waffle.
Shit, I can find there's plenty of Waffle Houses over here.
The one I went to in Columbia, South Carolina, that one was good. It was real good. I enjoyed it.
I learned one thing: never eat the steak at Waffle House. That shit is nasty as hell. It tastes like roadkill.
Yeah, the orange juice, the fresh squeezed orange juice, waffles, and crispy bacon. You can't go wrong. Don't do the maple syrup. Do the apple jelly or strawberry syrup. Blueberry syrup is okay, but strawberry syrup, you'd be better off with the strawberry syrup.
What are you talking about? IHOP?
No, Waffle House.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they took all the flavored syrup off. Oh man, you gotta like ask for it or something.
Yeah, you do have to ask for the special canisters they put them in, or whatever they bring, the little glass canisters.
Yeah, crazy.
Listen. If I ever go to those, there's only 2 spots I go for. Actually, yeah, there's 3 spots I go to for breakfast food, like those type of places. It's Perkins, Cracker Barrel, and then my favorite one is Bob Evans. That's gonna be
that's my father's favorite. Yep, he loved Bob Evans. Yep.
Oh yeah, I love their biscuits. Oh my god, that shit is delicious.
No, Bob Evans
Perkins
biscuit.
used to be really good. Yeah.
You ever had the ham and biscuit, the ham biscuit croissant, like the ham, like it's like a buttered croissant with ham?
No,
I don't know if Bob Evans sell it. It's pretty good. It's a buttered croissant with ham. Oh, it's so good. Or you could mix it up. You could put sausage on it too. You can make it a sausage one. But the fried ham with the buttered croissant, oh man, it tastes so good. And you can actually put grape jelly on it if you want. You can put anything on it. It'll still taste fine.
Good morning, Jess. Looks like Jess is from the old world too, Shake. Everybody, there's like 60 people watching right now, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, like when midnight hit, man, like a whole bunch of fireworks went off in my neighborhood. Which I'm thinking, like, man, are we like in a paradigm shift, bro? Like, what happened? But then I thought, if you're used to celebrating at midnight anyway, like my mom's from the old world, so we used to celebrate at midnight, so it don't bother me. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, party on.
By the way, I chopped it up. Me and El Capitan were in the parking lot with a bunch of strangers watching the game.
Man, that was funny, bro.
But one thing, listen, man. One thing I gotta tell you, you already know, color how El Capitan feels. But as far as you, Crypto, he was talking about how he said how much he appreciates you, man. He was telling me how lucky we are to have you on team on board, man. We were really talking about that. I said, and me too, man. I think I was saying that and I made this analogy. He agreed with me 100%.
Likewise.
I am Captain Kirk, and I am Captain Kirk, and you're Spock. You're my Spock to my Captain Kirk.
Right.
Yeah.
Calling me
By
a
the way,
robot.
speaking of which, man,
A robot.
this next guest was hanging out with us.
What about
fan
Data?
weekend. What's up, Joe Wrist? Hey man, hey, listen, I missed. Listen, I want to see the other avatar. The real...
the Bill and the dolphin riding it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, I'll
only
just
because
switch that
Michael
back.
K hates it.
I'll switch it back for playoffs.
Yeah, Michael K. Michael K. was talking bad about it.
Yeah, dude, he tried to get Miss Fins to ban it. He goes, hey man, Miss Fins, that road that what you call it that he has is inappropriate.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's not my artwork, but I want to put it on a shirt.
Right.
But, I just want to say Merry Christmas to you guys.
Same here, Joe.
Yeah, too.
Just say
How was Europe, man?
I just got home. I was traveling. I just flew back from Germany. So I've been traveling for like 24 hours.
Speaking the Deutsch.
Speaking of the old world.
Yeah, I love Germany. I'm going back as soon as possible. It was amazing.
It's one of my favorite countries in Europe with all the castles and stuff, the Rhine River, and
the
good old. A lot of history. You have you had any Jaeger Schnitzel?
Yeah, I had everything you could imagine eating and drinking. Man, every variation of glue wine.
Yeah, they got this wine called.
There's another one got his Christmas gifts under a palm tree. What's up, Sharif?
Yeah.
Hey, fins up.
Let me ask you a question. In the Bahamas, are you guys gun nuts like us in the United States too?
I guess there's the same, trying to follow up what's going on in America, and you got the programming, television, so people trying to do what they see in the movies, so you have that type of.
I've often wondered, Sharif, do you guys have places where you can buy natural Christmas trees there?
Yeah, and we also have them here. We have them in a few islands. We have pine trees. That's what they're called. And it's
is
nice
that what they call
when
pine
you go in
trees?
the area.
Oh man.
Sharif's like, yeah,
it's
color.
nice
We
and
got
smelly when
we
you go
got
in the
pine
area.
trees. No, I mean like like they got the little corral with like where you go buy a real Christmas tree and all that.
Yep, they have them brought in, shipped in, and then we also have our own that you can just cut down.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, guys. So how has it been going? I mean, nothing has really changed for me in the past 2 months, but I've seen that all of the major medias have been agreeing with me, and a lot of the it's been kind of odd, I would say, because I always tell fans, if you are dedicated to this team, it was in the pandemic, you were trying to replace Laramie, and you had time to study college, you had time to study offensive. Who's going to be the replacement?
Check this out, Sharif.
Time.
Hey, listen, I came up to this conclusion all by myself. I don't know if you know this, but I was thinking about yesterday, and I was thinking to myself, man, if we would have drafted Cesar Ruiz and Tristan Wirfs and Penei Sewell, we would be doing okay. What do you think of that?
Well, you wouldn't have Waddle. We broke that down to the T, because you moved from 12 to 6. You would have gotten Penei. You wouldn't have been able to get Waddle, but you would have been able to get the guy in Minnesota, because he went in the top 20, Jefferson, and so you still would have been able to get a big receiver.
No, we still could have got. Remember, we had.
No,
we originally. Think about this though. We could have got Penei Sewell because remember we still we traded down to get that pick. We had the number 2, his rights secured if we wanted it.
And you moved back up to 6 to get Waddle, so you could have get him back again. And so the thing is, knowing that you got a quarterback that needs a year and a half recovery from a hip, and knowing that you have to replace Laramie, I would think like I would go to sleep thinking that you get a generational tackle, and you had 2 that you passed on. And so to me, you want to see things come to fruition. And I'm telling you guys, when I just watched the All-22, Eichenberg is either 2 yards in the backfield past line of scrimmage or on his back. I'm tired of it. I'm done with the way they built this line. It's not protecting Tua.
I watched the All-24, and I think I saw something different.
Listen, man, it's
I watched the All-53.
It pisses me off so much because you see what Achan can do, right? And you don't have the line to give him any room. You see the deep pass needs a 7-step drop.
What's up, Nacho
he haven't done a
fans?
7-step drop in 3 years. The Dolphins haven't done a 7-step drop. And what the GM is telling the coach, this is the talent, and you have to make your plays around it. And that is very stupid, because teams would then adjust and sit in pockets and wait for you to get rid of the ball within 3 seconds. That is so stupid.
By the way, Chris Greer updated the plan. It is now Tua is not getting a 7-year plan. He's getting a 10-year plan.
Right.
And it would have been better with a good O-line. So to me, like you got a sniper at passer. Guys,
so 17 years of our lives with 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this now. Year 5, Tua is better than Pennington. Now he's adequate enough, but you need the O-line around him, bro. Like you needed this from 3 years ago. Like you're trying to patch and do. This is bullshit. And this comes down to Stephen Ross saying, "I'm at a quota. I got a race car stadium. I've 10x my account. I'm good." And the fans are tired. And I know me and Color have talked about this. Your quota, F your quota, bro. It's 26 years now. Right. You got to build a team from the trenches, bro.
Man, F the trenches. You need a quarterback.
Yeah, you need a generational.
I think he's better than Pennington, Color, right?
We've built the trenches a dozen times. Good, bad, mediocre. We've built a dozen trenches. Time to get the quarterback. Time to get a known commodity.
Right. Because Matt Ryan with all those guys
too.
Think about it. We've assembled the Atlanta Falcons, the same kind of Falcons team that Matt Ryan went to the Super Bowl with. If Matt Ryan was on the Dolphins, we would have probably already won a Super Bowl during that time. Because he had that line. We had good running backs like he had in Atlanta. He had an O-line. We had a good old offensive line at the time during those years. We had good wide receivers that can go downfield like he had in Atlanta. We had even a Charles Clay. We had a tight end. We had everything he had in Atlanta, and he just wasn't a Dolphin quarterback because of the damn Bill Parcells want to be stupid and pick a freaking lineman for the number 1 overall pick when you got the quarterback there.
Well, what I'm tired of hearing, Crypto is is this idea. Well, you can win with them. Well, as soon as you are saying that about your quarterback, move off of him. Bottom line. And that's where I'm at. Because you can sit there and say, oh, you can win with him. But the question really is, can he win with you?
Yeah. Well,
that's a good.
I think this is all messed up, guys.
That's a good follow-up.
Go ahead, Shake.
They say Machiavelli's book. Machiavelli wrote in the book, "There's no such right or wrong. He who has the power makes the rules." Right. And at the end of the day, whether I think Tua is the guy, Color, whether you don't think Tua is the guy, I've heard you said this a million times. The front
think
office
McRyan is
thinks
the
he's the
guy.
guy.
Yeah,
And that's all that
again,
matters.
Shake, exactly, Shake. And if they continue to go down this road, I will continue to be there on game day, hoping he finally gets it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but the only point I mean is that really all these people that are like, well, you can win with him. Well, they keep going even further to say, well, you can win with anybody. Well, yeah, Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson, all these guys. It's like, okay, we know that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's a truism. You know what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
know that you can finally build
See,
a good enough
Yeah.
team and get
Look.
lucky enough to have a zillion great guys around a dude. You know what I mean?
the thing is, right,
you
The
Color?
listen.
question
can,
really is in today's NFL is can he win with you, whether you're good or bad? Because some quarterbacks can win with trash and can't win with a good team. Some quarterbacks
Yeah.
are the other way around. Can't win with
Yeah.
a good, trash, but can win with a good team.
And listen,
I
you
mean,
can
See,
stay with a donut tire, but I don't recommend it.
The thing is, right, Color. What I've done is I've thrown out the fact that Tua's ceiling is a part of this. I think what you've done and fair enough. You've
well,
thrown in the fact
again,
can't.
real quick to illustrate my point, AB says cool colors. So tell me the name of the QB in the draft that's going to be the next Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. Since it's so easy, I'm not saying it's easy. What I'm saying is, what is easy is you draft him. Oh, he ain't the guy. What's easy is get off of him right away. Draft another one. That's what's easy.
Right.
Okay, and I'm saying
Waiting
right,
7 years
know
to
their
find out
heads.
for every single quarterback we draft is the reason it takes 35 years to find one.
Right.
And the reason I think that they're not going to move off
Exactly,
of him is because their heads are hard. I think Crypto and I have realized that's why we make jokes about a 7-year plan. A hard-headed GM is going to try and prove himself by keeping the dirt that he swept in. And my point is, I'm not going to fight Chris with that anymore, Chris Greer. I'm going off of the fact that you failed to do a 7-step drop in the past 3 years. And when you hand off the ball within 3 yards, you're 0 for 18. I think Jeff Wilson just went 2 for 20 because he ran off. He got 6 yards apiece on short yard gains. So the Dolphins are 2 for 20 now. But my thing is this. You failed. Chris, you failed because people see now the quarterback can't evolve past your failures of building a proper O-line. So now that I factored in your failures of building a proper O-line and the fact that, teams have basically sit on us since week 10 last year. They're sitting on Tua's routes. So now your O-line is also showing Tua's stresses, which is I have to do this and I have to do that. And now defenses have adjusted for the last 27 weeks. So my thing is now that I'm going to factor in Tua's limitations, I really see that the GM fucked this guy over, bro.
Yeah, well,
And
what are
it's
you going
not
to
going
do
to
about
change.
that? They don't
That's what I'm
believe he
saying.
has
So
those.
it's like,
Remember, you just got through saying it, and Shake just reminded me. They don't believe he has those limitations, bro. So I don't understand why the fans are so upset with Chris Greer for not doing what they want for the offensive lines.
it's McDaniel. I think it's McDaniel who said he don't need Lake and Tomlinson when he was out there. I don't need to resign Connor, make him unhappy. I don't. It's like you're crazy, bro. You got to be out of your mind.
All the people saying they need to build an offensive line around Tua, and they're upset with Greer for not doing it, are the same people that tell me that Tua is good enough to not need one.
But here's the thing, though.
Well, whether they do that or not, like we're gonna lose because of it, and that's what hurts the most.
You know what's funny is, and the famous George Carlin said this about our government is, I think Chris Greer are giving fans the illusion that they have control of this team. Oh, we're doing what the fans want. Bullshit. Because at the end of the day, you got two fan bases. No, it's your fault. It's your fault. Chris Greer is sitting back. Yep. one fan's face is blaming the other, and they have shit to do with it.
Right. That's what I'm saying, Shake. Like they're on a whole different time schedule than all of us, man. And if we all knew what their time schedule was and all the stuff they talk about, we might be like, oh, everybody's safe, or oh, everybody's out of here. We don't know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes some of the moves, the things they do is like they can say whatever. They just let the fans say what they want to say. So if the fans create a atmosphere that we're in a win now mode and we're in a Super Bowl window, hey, so be it.
They're indecisive.
Now, I mean, some of the players were latching onto that this season, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, we're all like, I don't know. It's just, it seems like the stuff they do, it doesn't coincide with the timeline that the fans are on. Like, I don't know. Philly's not going to win the Super Bowl.
Well, and another thing that George Carlin said that applies for here, it's whatchamacallit? It's a big club, and guess what? We're not in it.
Right. And what I mean is Philly's not going to win the Super Bowl this year. And ultimately, it's because you don't see very many Super Bowl champions with a first-year coach anything. You know what I mean? Like, it just, you know what I mean? Like we're all like we're cycling out defensive coordinators like they grow on trees.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to ask you guys this question,
and it's like,
I think it was,
how are you supposed to be that kind of team if you know, you got a new defense every year.
We need to keep the defensive coordinators cycle out the head coaches every year. Try it that way. Maybe that'll win.
It just goes to show you the trust that Stephen Ross has.
It reminds me of something Mr. Ballgame keeps reminding everybody of, Shake, is that it takes time for these things. You know what I mean? Same on offense. You know, now he might be finally had enough time with the offense and all that, but he's making a great point. Like, you don't just bring in a new defensive coordinator, change from a 3-4 to a 4-3, and expect any more. The fact that we're at the same average we were last year is amazing enough. Now, if you didn't think that was enough, if you didn't think that was holding enough points to be a championship team, then you didn't believe in this offense to score 29 a game. And that's where the money's at. So, yeah, I expect more points.
Oh, I do too. But I thought it was disrespectful to say Jonnu Smith is now one of the best tight ends of all time for the Dolphins. Because
they start feeding him the ball. Right. Because they start feeding them the ball. Right. I know.
I think it's because the young generation has seen this for their first time. But to me, I know
do that,
four good tight ends.
Do that 3 more seasons for us, Jonnu. Then we'll talk.
Like Keith Jackson.
And you know what's funny is like oh, real quick, like the last two. Listen, and I think this is my analogy. I just thought of. It's like Josh Boyer and Vic Fangio had 10 speeds, and Anthony Weaver has a beach cruiser, but he's going at the same speed as the guys with the 10 speeds. That's, I think, and that's amazing in itself that he's able to keep up with these guys, given he's working with.
Yeah. I think the coverage that they're playing, I think except for
Big Fangio, he had a tricycle towards the back end, and he still was going the fastest the 10 speed. But
see, the thing about backpedaling and everything is guys get tired over the seasons, and the season is everybody gets tired. Backpedaling isn't the problem. The problem is when I got to stop and then break. And you're talking about 3 corners and two safeties who give 10 yard space cushion already, and then they're backpedaling after the snap. You asking them to stop and break on a 10-yard out and make a tackle. This is why the Dolphins are failing at making tackles, because the offense knows after a catch, I can make a move and a guy's out of place, and all of a sudden, guys are hitting my arm and bouncing off of me. And that's the Dolphins defense in general. It's trained that we backpedal and then we stop and break to the play and bring the ball carrier down. And it's worked. When it's good, it's
You know
working.
what?
But
You know
when
what,
we
Sharif?
break to
None
the
of
ball
that.
and
None
miss
of
a
that
tackle,
stuff.
we're done,
None of
bro.
that. All that stuff is a symptom, bro. None of that stuff is systemically the reason why we can't consistently win against good teams, dude. None
But
of
I
it.
wasn't trying to prove that. I'm just saying it's kind of
All of that
working
stuff you're
better as
talking
the
about, though, is game
scheme.
to game. I'm just saying, all that stuff you're talking about is game to game, bro. I really
Well,
wish we'd quit
from
focusing
what I
so hard on stuff that changes game to game.
well, do you want them to give 10 yards cushions before the snap, Color? I
I
don't.
want them to do
But
whatever they
then
think is best to stop the offense, bro. I mean,
but I've seen Boyer do this for 2 years, and I was pissed. I'm not about to get mad at Weaver for trying to do the same thing Boyer doing, giving 10-yard
Weaver's
cushions
playing a
when the freaking
completely
out is
different.
right there. The out
Weaver's
is right
running a
there for 10
completely
yards for
different
the
scheme
opponent.
than Boyer, bro.
Yeah, he is. He is.
I
They're
mean,
breaking to the ball when the ball is out.
It would be like saying you notice somebody's using that steering wheel in this McLaren, and I'm noticing the way they're using it is very similar to the way they were using the steering wheel in their Ford truck. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm.
I can tell you, on third down, Weaver probably leads the NFL in man. He doesn't allow shit on third down. And plus he brings pressure, but that's the difference with him and Boyer right there. It's easy to just see it in the video. But yeah. So he does a lot of man when you think he won't. Fucks you up with it because he brings the extra pressure, which is pretty much zone dog.
Running a 4-3,
like that.
running a 4-3 ends up kind of forcing a little bit more man coverage. You know what I mean? Because your numbers balance. There's a numbers imbalance. With four guys on the line, and then having a nickel guy as a fifth to fill an insert. You know what I mean? Because the way the offenses are running now,
try to go to Ramsey.
The way the offenses are running now against the two high shell is they're running what's called an insert. And this is a guy that goes in motion like a wide receiver or a running back that they drag along in motion. And again, it's like I said a couple years ago when that saw a couple breakdowns of what McDaniel was doing with Tua and Tyreek and Waddle on the screen / no screen / wheel route, depending on, whatever. And the cheat motion was designed to snap the ball right when Tyreek was in the perfect spot to exploit any hole that's created by the defense trying to cover what Mike McDaniel's doing, right? And this is why we saw a problem with it against teams with loud crowds, because it was hard to really time that cheat motion at the right time. And this was something that I pointed out was that, and I hate to make the reference to a video game, but it's a very similar strategy that you find yourself using in Madden, where you'll drag your guy in motion and snap the ball right at the time when he's going to plant the linebacker on his ass. You know what I mean? And it's kind of a very similar idea where they'll drag him along and they'll have a designed gap that they know they're going to send that wide receiver through at the snap of the ball as basically an inserted lead blocker. That's why they call it an insert, right? So the way that the defenses are covering that is they're using one of the linebackers as like a nickel guy. They can fill that gap if that wide receiver comes blazing through a hole. You know what I mean? And so it's a give or take, obviously, because play action comes involved with all that. But the point I'm trying to make is there's a numbers imbalance on a 4-3, and it leaves you with a lot of man in the secondary. Even though you're running a two high shell, you're still those two high safeties have a lot of flexibility as to what they can do and what kind of role they can play. when they pick up the wide receivers.
And I can tell you who's failing at it. Javon Holland. He's failing at it immensely. He can't do
Well,
it.
I can tell you who is succeeding at on the other side of the ball. I can tell you who is succeeding at it very well is Devon Achane with our wide receivers up in the hole, and Alec Eagle, the guys like that, because that partly why we saw what we saw last week with Devon Achane is precisely how you defeat the too high shell. And again, the teams. I made a tweet about it. I made a tweet about it, and I pointed out that the teams in this league where they got 11 guys on offense that are willing to implement that instead of all the other stuff to get their numbers, those are the teams that will be playing in 3 weeks. Bottom line, because that is the only. In other words, the ebb and flow between running league and passing league is now going back to running league for real. Because that's the only way to defeat this too high shell is to run the ball.
And to run the ball between the tackles. And what I'm noticing is the
given that the linebackers fall asleep.
Right. And the F position is what Color is talking about when the linebacker is out of place. And if you're imagining when you're in Madden toggling that man in motion, the Dolphins will willingly toggle that man in motion right to the crack back of the linebacker.
Right,
which
right,
happens
right.
or
up in the three hole, up in the three hole, if that's the way the play is designed. You know what I mean? My point also, Sharif, is that when the too high shell allows the defense to mask what they're going to do after the snap a lot better. And that's why you're seeing a lot of this tippy-toe zone running, Le'Veon Bell style, where the running back is waiting for that hole, and if they're filling it, then they'll insert that blocker up into a hole and create one. But it's like the running back has to kind of wait for it all to develop to see how the defense, what part of the line the defense opens up for them, because what they're doing on the line is cheating with their nose tackles and crashing two blockers at once. So in order to do that, the nose tackle has to choose to leave one open or the other, or the right guards or the guards have to shift down and leave theirs open. So basically the offense has to kind of get an idea of where they're going to do that. And if they can't, they'll insert another blocker in motion and send them up there in there to create one.
And a quick example is the 40-yard run by Achane. If you notice, number one, Eichenberg was with 3 yards in the backfield, but that was the play to let that guy, that defensive tackle who's been causing problems during the game, let him bull rush, run forward, run beyond the play, and then Tua just turned to the right and just pitched it to Achane.
Yeah, not much different than you'd run like a draw play. A draw play works similar.
Great,
you know what I mean?
great job by Tyreek. Great job by Tyreek and Lamb, and the great play was when
this is what Tyreek meant when he tweeted about, I'm a blocker now, or when he said I'm a blocker now. Well, that's what he's talking about. Yeah. It's literally the only way to win right now.
And the guard turned around and punched the guy, and then realized that he didn't need any more help, so he just went to the second level and finished. Great pick. The last pick, Achane bounced, and it was off to the races. But that was a beautiful play in all 22. The thing about that, the F position is, I think the Dolphins do. San Francisco did it on us too and it was beautiful. They run the beautiful plays that the Dolphins run, the crackback run blocks where the guard pulls around just to catch the last block to seal, so the running back could cut up. Debo did that like 11 times on us, and there's nothing we can do about it when you're displaced as a defense. So I think it's Shanahan and McDaniel. They were running specials.
So I want to say real quick, I'm going to give some flowers to El Capitan, who very astutely predicted that the 49ers were trying to, and still an opinion stage, but the 49ers are obviously trying to devalue Brock Purdy towards the end of this season. It's so blatantly obvious. It's like, and the funny thing is well, after last week's performance and the way things have been going, they're talking about initially offering him like a Baker Mayfield contract. That's what they're gonna put on the table first.
But isn't he like the NFL last drafted player? Remember now.
Yeah. Well, I just think it's funny how like how you know, like the 49ers ain't playing
arbitration
around.
wise,
They're like, yeah, you shown some flash, you're good, but how much of that is Brandon Ayuk? Because what have you done since Ayuk has been out? You
but
know,
I know for a fact the NFL slot scale.
Well,
If you're seventh round, you don't
coach not
qualify in
rewarding the guys that
arbitration
make big
to
plays
get anything better
hey,
than
by
like
making
you
them
and I,
pass
Daniel
plays and threw
Jones.
the ball.
Crypto, you and I can disagree with the 49ers, whatever. I'm not arguing about Brock Purdy. What I'm saying is the 49ers obviously ain't convinced.
You don't
And they've
qualify for
created a
that if you're Brock
situation where
Purdy.
it's the headline was something to the effect of Brock Purdy. Oh, it was they were showing the video from one of the sports networks talking about it, and the headline at the bottom was that Brock Purdy has played himself out of a contract or something. I'm like, played in good or
No.
played bad? I don't get it.
How much is his last pick in
I
the
don't think
seventh
he
round
played
qualified for?
They're not drafting any other quarterbacks. They'll pay him.
That's my
I don't
question.
think
How
he
much
played
is
himself
the
out.
how much is Mr. Irrelevant qualified for after 2.5 years of starting in the NFL?
I think he gets
I
4
mean,
years, right? So I think this is his
yeah,
next year is his contract year.
he gets 4 contract year. He
So
gets 4
by arbitration
because he's
rules,
drafted in the later
remember
rounds.
now, a first rounder gets slotted by arbitration after 4 years. Meaning, even if you didn't pay Austin Jackson, his injury and all of that shit, you still would have had to pay him because it's a first round slot scale. So a seventh round slot scale, they ain't worried about Purdy. A Mr. Irrelevant slot scale as arbitration ready, they ain't worried about Purdy. He's probably gonna get a little more than Daniel Jones, even if he performs next year. That's a slot scale.
He
That's just how it is.
He doesn't get the 5th year option because he's not a first round pick.
He doesn't. He's not even a third round pick. So exactly.
They'll
So
give him
he'll
a
work
straight
his way. Right. He'll have to work his way like he's in Baker Mayfield's position right now, just because of his slot scale. No matter what he does. So that's kind of sneaky way they try to make it like baseball every year. That terrible first rounders have to make money if you don't cut them. In other words.
Man, I don't know, Crypto. I think they lowball him, and I think he doesn't take it, dude. I think he knows he can get better from another garbage team.
Well,
No, he's Purdy, 2 years removed from a Super Bowl appearance, from being 3 points from knocking out the Chiefs. So no, he ain't going nowhere.
I don't know, man.
He knows
I
that they'll
think
be
he's
back
better than
full
Garoppolo. They
strength.
should keep him.
Be back at full strength. So this is a throwaway year.
They would be dumb if they get rid of him because he's better than Garoppolo.
Yeah, they not.
He's better. Yeah, he's better than.
I don't know. I ain't with y'all on that. I don't think he's really. I mean, I don't know.
He's mobile, man. I was trying to run and tackle him through the screen where he was scrambling so much.
If I'm gonna stand on the same square, bro, I need to see more, bro. I can't. No.
I wanted to sack him. He was moving around so much. He's pretty athletic, bro.
If I'm gonna say all the stuff I say about Tua, I gotta see more out of Brock Purdy, dude. Just saying.
Hey, everyone in the comments, who wanted to sack Purdy because they were surprised of his quickness? Just laugh.
I mean, I've seen enough to know that when enough of his weapons is healthy, he don't need all of them. He'll be fine.
I'm
Shoot,
not
with that,
saying I
with
don't
that,
believe I will see more. I'm just saying, crypto, at this state, if I'm to be fair, I need to see more. That's all. That's for me. You know what I mean? Ain't no big, ain't no. I ain't gonna argue with nobody if your test is already in. You know what I mean? I'll be like, oh, that guy must think you know the answers. All right, he's off to lunch. I gotta finish my exam. You know what I mean?
my last thing, color, crypto, and shake is what makes Chris Greer regain the fans' trust. If he goes all O line this year in the draft and free agency, and then he would have Chop, Jalen Phillips, Kamara.
First of all, I
Then
don't think Chris Greer gives two shits about whether the fans are in it, or whether he's in the good graces of the fans.
I know,
Yeah,
right? But
he
let's
already
just
said he
say
don't.
for discussion
We
purpose,
worried
right?
about lying. He said he's not.
He
So
common
that's
There's
sense
only
knows that
listen. There's only
Chris
one
Greer,
person he needs to worry about if he's good with, and that's Ross.
that's Ross, exactly.
Yeah.
But he's already good with the defensive ends. He has a NASCAR defensive end now for the future. If Chris Greer goes and free agency and stouts the O line, goes into the draft and stouts the O line, and then we come back, we get rid of Eichenberg, get rid of Cotton, get rid of Robert Jones, and bring in solidified O line in here. Now you would have a running game, and you would have the defensive ends to pass rush quarterbacks. I think that would
Right.
be
And,
1 year for defense, 1 year
and
for your pass
not
rush,
me,
1 year
AB,
for your
not
O
me,
line.
AB. I did an entire video on my own channel about why I thought Kyler Murray was a sideways move. So you didn't hear that out of me.
By the way, one thing about Stephen Ross, billionaires, their motto: if I want your opinion, if I wanted your opinion, I'd give it to you.
Right.
Yeah, he probably would.
But I think if
And
Chris
I
Greer,
also don't think I think people are taking the cheese when it comes to believing all these optics that's been shown lately. The game ball going to McDaniel, the fact that Greer wasn't around
he
Sunday,
fires
you know
ass
what I mean?
after
All
week
of that.
18.
I don't buy into any of that crap, dude. That it means
Color.
one thing. If I think it means anything, I think it means the opposite of
He's
what
gonna
everybody
fire his
thinks it
ass.
means. You know what I mean?
Week 18, he's gonna fire his ass.
No, I'm talking about McDaniel's gone. You know what I mean? And
That's what
Greer's
I'm talking
still here,
about.
you know, yeah. I mean, it's like hold your britches,
You
everybody.
get a game ball and
Even
a
Ross
pass.
is proven to be the master at doublespeak, obviously, because people out there will argue with me by quoting things he said, and then argue with me that I shouldn't believe that he said certain things that I quote. So the guy's a master at doublespeak.
I think Cap for Life said it best. He said, those two are gonna be together coming back. They're gonna be together on a bus
AB,
next year.
AB, I don't think he's getting fired either. I'm just saying that none of what we've seen tells you that, is all I'm saying. None of what we've seen makes a difference as to whether he is or not.
He
Because if
lose
he
some
wanted to
bag,
fire
those
him,
other games,
trust
he'll
me,
get fired.
especially consider this. Consider we lose to the Browns or the Jets and one of the other teams, and all the other teams do what they need to do for us to get into the playoffs. You don't think
No,
McDaniel be right back on the hot seat? You don't
imagine
think he'd be
Aaron
like,
Rodgers.
F that game ball?
Imagine Aaron Rodgers saying, "This is my house," beating the Dolphins 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
This is my house.
Let us lose to the
Give it that
Browns.
they need.
Let us lose to the Browns, and then the Broncos lose 2, and the Colts lose to the Jags. Let that happen and see if McDaniel's still here.
The necessary things that we need to get in, and
We
he still
got 2
loses
games,
terribly.
right. We still got 2 games left to go. And the national media is already running with the narrative that we're better than teams like the 49ers because we're still fighting. Okay, so you can't let the national media run with that narrative and then crap out against the Browns. You know what I mean?
I don't know why. It was
One
just, they
thing
had
with
the same
color, boy.
record going into the things before the game ended.
Crypto. One thing about color.
No, crypto. But let's say we still got a shot. Like, let's say one of them lose tomorrow. You know what I mean? Or Saturday. Because both of them are playing Saturday, Chargers and the Broncos. You guys alluded to that in your show, you know.
Yeah,
Big
it could be
Color's
all
the
over before game time.
color. A crypto color is that guy that
Which means
tells
they
the
probably won't
girlfriend,
start.
"Let
No,
me know if you got
they'll
someone,
probably
man.
bench Tua
Because if you do, you're out of here."
if we're out before game time. Tua won't start.
But I'm just saying, if we're still in it and we lose to the Browns, bro, because look, y'all did the weather, and I don't know how, obviously I keep trying to tell everybody weather changes from moment to moment in those places. But from what you guys had said, it sounds like it's changed back to some rain, or what are we looking at here? Because I looked at it earlier today, and it was showing cold, but not ridiculous, like 49 degrees and like big time wind, but no rain. Let's
But
see
color,
what it
when
is.
are we gonna tell the fans the bad news? Starting today, right? It has been updated.
All over again.
2 teams need to win, and we don't even have to worry about Sunday.
Well, that sucks, but it is what it is.
I'm gonna keep that the wraps, but a lot of teams don't. A lot of fans don't know. A lot of Dolphin fans don't know. 2 teams win Sunday. You don't have to worry about what happened. I mean, Saturday. You don't have to worry about what happened Sunday, bro. We're out.
Yeah, they're back. It looks like they're back to rain again for
right, Sharif.
Like,
if they're 2 teams, you don't have to worry about Sunday. Which I
I'm
think
not
that
gonna-
if that does happen, Tua doesn't play on Sunday.
Oh no! See that the rain is supposed to come early. Crypto, the rain's supposed to come early. So the afternoon forecast is decreasing clouds, 11% chance of rain, but 14-mile-an-hour winds and 29-mile-an-hour gusts.
Would it be worse? It's if 2 teams win and Ross fires McDaniel.
And that means with 80% humidity. So that means that 54 is going to feel like 46 and icy, Crypto.
Hey, color.
Yeah, all I know is Crypto's going to be at that game. So
it'll be wet.
Color.
Now the evening forecast, which is what most of the bulk of the game's going to be played at, is 47 degrees, real feel of 41, 9-mile-an-hour winds and 14-mile-an-hour gusts. 20% chance of rain or precipitation. Oh, that could be ugly.
What if the 2 teams?
Ball get real slippery.
What if the 2 teams win, right? Who needs to necessarily win to knock the Dolphins out Saturday?
By the way,
Ross fires McDaniel.
Well, really quick, Sharif. Earlier you were talking about Anthony Weaver man coverage on 3rd down and all that. Would it surprise you to find that even after playing a couple good teams, or more decent teams, that we're still ranked 3rd in the league now in red zone and 3rd down percentage on defense? 3rd.
Right.
And we're ranked 4th. We're ranked 4th. We're ranked 4th in red zone.
Took that down a bit.
Listen, we're ranked 4th in red zone percentage.
What is the one team that dragged us, color, to take that down to 4? Because we were 1st.
It was
one team that dragged us and took it down.
It was Green Bay. Yeah, it was Green Bay. But we still only dropped to, what was it, Crypto, like 10th, and then we went back up to 5th before last week.
I think Buffalo dragged us down to.
The problem
I think Buffalo dragged us, bro.
But we also played Houston, so that means that we were 5th going into Houston. So that means we actually did get off the field against Houston.
But I think there was a team before Buffalo. I think it was a team before Houston and Green Bay.
Getting off the field, it didn't help with that fake punt. So, you know what I mean?
Which,
it is what it is.
To me, told me that the 49ers had no interest in winning that game. There was no reason they should have did a Dan Campbell on the very first drive of that game when it was 4th and inches, when you got Deebo Samuel in the backfield. That right there told me it was checked out.
And by the way, we're also now, Crypto, we're ranked 4th against first downs on passing.
And Kader Kohu is now ranked
And check this
12th
out, Crypto. We're,
as
you
a
know, I've said
cornerback in the
we've been
NFL.
right around here all year. We're ranked 5th against touchdowns, against passing touchdowns, right? But guess what? We're now ranked 6th. I'm sorry, we're now ranked 9th against rushing touchdowns. Defense is here, ladies and gentlemen. The defense has arrived. I don't care what you all say.
We don't play 50-50 good versus bad teams. That's the problem.
True. So drop those numbers back a little bit. I'm willing to be fair, Crypto. I ain't trying to, you know what I mean? But we get a little more production on offense, and our defense tightens up that much more.
I think what has happened is this is purely, and I've been watching NFL for a long time. Color, you'll probably agree with me. Everyone probably agree with me. When I watch Keith Jackson and Keith Byers, and you have a little dink and dunk.
Broncos, Keith Jackson. Keith Jackson of Eagles.
Keith Jackson. No, Keith Jackson. But the thing is, the little dink and dunk game that has actually come to the Dolphins this year has caused the Dolphins to extend a running game by just throwing it real quick up the middle to Jonnu. And that is an extension of the running game that was never here.
Bro, Sharif,
guess whatever. But hold on,
I watched the video.
Hold on.
I watched the video last night about how Tom Landry defeated the 1971 Miami Dolphins timing offense. It's a really good watch. You should check it out.
I'm gonna look that
Super
up.
Bowl 3.
Or whatever Super Bowl it was in 71. Yeah.
So
how Tom Landry broke the Miami Dolphins timing offense. That's what it said.
I don't think our defense
that was
is
with
that good.
Warfield and Greasy. That was the slant.
think
That was
what
the
is-
early.
It's funny because
Early birth of the West Coast.
it's like the same shit we're running right now, dude. You know what I mean?
Yes,
But I don't think the defense is that good. I think it's complementary football to the greatest extent because what is happening is the Dolphins look at the possession. We're killing teams with possessions. We're getting at least 36 minutes of the football, and then our defense is allowed to rest
36.
plenty.
Hey, by the way,
36 minutes now.
Bro, that's a lot. That's more than half of the game. What Tua does is he's okay with the little 4-yard dunk. That's 3rd and 2. That's 2nd and 2. And the Dolphins they're keeping the ball for long time periods.
Well,
which
our
the
average
defense.
yards per pass then went to last.
But
from
what is
first to
happening,
last.
Crypto? But
Three
what is
seasons.
happening, Crypto, is the defense is not getting ran up on because they're not on the field to get yards on them.
all right. Hey, listen, hold on real quick, guys.
We're not that good on defense. We're not that good. So
We're
to me,
complimentary. We're serviceable.
exactly.
We're more than serviceable.
Again, you put more points up on offense, and that completely changes, Sharif, because that gives our defense the ability to ignore the run and tee off on the quarterback, dude. And you know it as well as I do.
Yes, when Jalen Phillips is healthy and Chubb is healthy, yes. But we're not.
We're coming up on the 2-hour mark. So that means it's we're gonna wrap this up. I appreciate y'all for coming through.
It's been a good one, man.
Yeah.
Utah carols. Merry
I
Christmas.
had some coquito. You know what I'm saying? We had some coquito. Did a little.
Shake got to drink enough for me, man.
They have coquito.
I thought he was talking about something else.
You have coquito in the Bahamas?
Is that a drink?
Yeah, it's a coconut drink. Coquitos, Puerto Rican.
Okay. I thought he was talking about a late night snack, but I'll leave that there.
No. We're not talking about the Willie Falcone stuff.
Damn.
Oh man, yeah, man. I think that they'll probably mix you. They'll probably mix you that. I'm not an expert in bartending, but I'll guess they'll probably mix you several drinks that has to do with the coconut water.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, listen, man. I appreciate. Hey, Sharif, I appreciate you for coming up as always. And before we wrap this up, before we get final thoughts, I just want to officially wish the people in Denver and in the Mountain Time Merry Christmas.
Yes. Mountain Time. Merry
We got
Christmas,
one more.
everybody.
We got one more state, which is
And
California. We're not going to see that.
the Great Salt Lake.
Yep,
Brandon
Utah.
Jones. He's
They
a
got
America's
footballer
team
now.
is
do they still have a basketball team in Utah?
America's team is out there, Shake. You got to remember. You know, Mormons celebrate Christmas as well.
Yeah, with the magic underwear, right?
They ride bicycles too.
Oh, and by the way, Shake, that includes
Yeah.
the folks in the separate time zone of Arizona because it is standard time now, so they are on Mountain Time.
Yeah.
Mm.
Actually, I think they were on Mountain Time already, right? Weren't they on Mountain Time already?
Well, they're Arizona is its own time zone, but during standard time, it's on Mountain Time. During daylight savings time, which it doesn't recognize, it is on California time. So it'll be Pacific time if it was in daylight savings time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because when I was there in August, it was an hour behind. It was an hour behind.
Right. Yep. It just depends on what time of the year you're in.
Yeah.
So during standard time, and when everybody falls back, Mountain Time falls back to what Arizona stayed at. You know what I mean? So
Slightly into
Arizona is
Central.
technically on Mountain Time right now, but they are technically their own
actually,
time
Mountain
zone.
Time. Actually, I think California went. I think California caught up to Arizona because when I was there,
during daylight savings time, everybody goes ahead, so California goes up to what Arizona's at.
No, it was behind Arizona.
I understand.
I remember in Las Vegas, it was 11 o'clock. In Arizona, it was 10 o'clock.
Well, Vegas is on Pacific time.
Huh?
Ain't Vegas on Pacific time? No.
Yeah, West Coast.
Yeah, they might be on Mountain.
Vegas is dropping back an hour, so
Vegas might be on Mountain time, dude.
Yeah, Vegas is Pacific now because Vegas dropped. Remember, Vegas dropped an hour, so it's now with Arizona.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What the hell is wrong with South Florida?
Time right now.
No,
they blew the whole game.
Yeah, Arizona would be West Coast now.
I might be back. But you get what I'm saying. Back.
Did South Florida lose that game, guys?
No, they won in overtime.
Jesus Christ! I was wondering what the hell happened. I put some money on the game. I was like, but the kid blew my ticket up. He didn't go over in rushing yards. The chalk kid. But yeah, that's easy.
But anyway, Sharif, what's your prediction this Sunday? What do you think? I'm gonna do the drive time this Friday, hopefully.
Boy, I can't. What if they win Saturday, Shake?
They play Sunday or Saturday
we're
or Sunday?
Done. No, I mean if the two teams win.
Yeah, they're
Saturday,
playing Sunday.
They're
They're not playing Saturday.
I think if the two teams win Saturday, Tua doesn't play.
Yeah,
and it won't matter. But if they lose, boy, it's a big game Sunday. I think we're gonna rock the house. We're gonna. I think Tua's gonna come out and do well.
Yeah, look, it's gonna be a what code game?
Shake, I'm looking at the map, bro.
Huh?
I'm telling you, it says it's midnight. It's right after midnight in Arizona, in Phoenix right now, dude. Mountain time.
So 2 hours behind us. So yeah, they fall back. So that means they merge with Mountain Time.
No, Arizona doesn't do anything. Mountain Time falls back to them because they never changed. Right. They never went ahead.
Right, that's what I meant. It falls into them, and then it moves ahead, meaning that
Crypto, you're in Central.
No, I'm in Eastern.
You're in Baltimore, Eastern.
Yeah. So it's midnight in Arizona now, because we fell back. Mountain Time went back. The Mountain Time will go up ahead of them, and they'll be part of California time.
And since they don't jump ahead, California in daylight savings time jumps up to them, which means Arizona becomes 3 hours behind us. You know what I mean?
Right,
instead
in
of
the
2.
springtime. Yeah,
Right.
it jumps up. Right, it meets them. California jumps into their time zone. It's crazy when everybody's jumping into your time zone. You just stay stationary.
And the only reason we say that is because they're the ones that don't go anywhere. Exactly. They're the stationary ones.
Right, everybody's jumping in their time zone and sharing their time
Don't be
zone.
like the crazy guy who tried to bet and then go back to
It really
Hawaii and
makes
go
it
back in
crazy
time
when
and think he can win.
when you're there at certain times of the year. It makes it crazy because the sun will be still out at like 10 o'clock, man.
Yeah, it'd be like
Y'all never heard of that story though? It was a crazy guy who thought he could win going back in time zones. He was like, bro, no, you can't. He said, yeah, he tried to go back in Hawaii and play the same number.
And Shake, if that don't bake your noodle, the Navajo reservation does change time zones, which is in Arizona. Figure that one out. It's like you're riding along the border of the reservation, and if you hit their tower, your clock keeps going back and forth.
Yeah. But boy, it's finally the season is not in our hands anymore. I thought it was gonna come earlier, but like we lasted long. And finally, if 2 teams win Saturday, you don't have control over it anymore. And just think of this: 1 win. We have 8 losses. We could have won 2 of those games. They were what, like, to think that we still could make the playoffs. The Dolphins could have controlled the 2nd seed with 4 games to go, guys, last year. We could have controlled home field. Yeah, I'm not gonna put that on Greer. I'm not gonna put that on Tua. I'm gonna put that on McDaniel thinking that O line was best. Was good enough. Because to me, knowing that you're still in and you're at 8 losses, that's a lot of games you really blew. By play calling, dumb management. Right now we see the veterans shake money, and I hope you notice this. There's so much veterans on this team that the reason why we don't practice in mini camp and off-season camp is because more than half of your team came in with injuries and are veterans, so they need the rest. The overwhelming rest that we've been given is because of the injuries and the veteranship. So people shouldn't be surprised that the guys don't practice during the week, and Tyreek is saying he needs more practice to catch an overhead fade. But and then is it shocking? No, it shouldn't be shocking, man. These are veterans, old guys who are hurt and came here with a resume of being hurt a lot. And so, they need to practice more. Okay, you want them to practice to get dinged in practice and then they don't play Sunday? That's your roster. That's your entire roster. And Dudley picked up on it too. Oh boy, but yeah. Like that's your entire roster. You're asking them to practice hard so they can get plays right and get the plays in, but they're hurt.
With that being said, hey, listen, everybody, Merry Christmas, and we out this bitch.
For sure.
Take care, guys.
Merry
Fins up,
Christmas.
everybody. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. And I appreciate y'all for coming through. And make sure you hit the like button. And
Thanks for firing it up, Shake.
Oh, for sure. And
much love to Dove fans.
Remember this Saturday, I'm gonna do it tomorrow morning. I'm gonna make the thumbnail tomorrow morning. From Maryland to Cleveland, a crypto's journey to
basically DC to Cleveland.
You know what I'm saying? So we are,
Yeah.
So until next time, baby.
I hope crypto saved the